How's it going, HorseyFans? Today we're gonna look at the what is it? The SP battle against Jogo, but this time we're gonna be using debuffs. This is the team I beat it with, but we're actually gonna use Sukuna first, just because it's a little easier. Because Sukuna outputs just a little more damage. I'll go ahead and quickly show off all the modifiers. I'm not gonna lie, most of these modifiers don't really matter, because like he's getting 100% damage on his ult. Well, he's not gonna ult anyway. 20th turn and beyond, we're not getting there anyway. Literally all three, you can pick any one of these, it doesn't matter. He's never doing his ult anyway. This only matters for whichever team you're gonna take. I will be doing both versions of the team. We'll be taking Yuji and Sukuna, but today we're just using Sukuna. And of course this matters, you know, depending on which DPS you're using. This actually is like the only one of the first 6 that matter. Especially for Yuji. Because if he is like 1% is, I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot, but when he has like over 60 million HP, he's out healing the amount of damage Yuji can do after their domain. We're going to take a look at the modifiers here. Here we're gonna get rid of 160% and the ult gauge charge rate. So we're gonna get a score of 28. I think the team is set up. Where the hell did I set the team up? So I literally just did it. Oh, actually, it's right here. It was in my face. Oh, let me change this real quick. We can change this to get a little more damage out. Change it to that. Now, this is pretty similar to the other debuff teams that I've seen. Although I am not going to use R Inumaki just because, you know, I don't want to just rehash the same team. Try some a little different. I have Kuzukaba on backup. It doesn't really matter that he's on backup, if I'm being honest, because by the time he either shows up, or he'll either show up and the fight's already done, or the fight will be done and he never shows up anyway. I'm gonna turn auto off. I don't like auto's on either. But yeah, it's actually, I was doing a lot of testing before I saw like all the team clears, and I was very confused. I'm like, Yellow doesn't have like that many debuffers, so I was super confused. And of course, the last imaginary realm we had was against Toji, who couldn't actually be affected by, or not even just affected, but Gojo couldn't even open his domain against Toji. So, looking at characters to take in this fight, I just, Gojo wasn't even, like, a thought. I wasn't even thinking about taking Gojo. But yeah, the reason why I'm switching between Blue and his skill 1 is because his skill 1 actually, I don't want to say it has like a higher chance to crit. Well, I mean, it does have a higher % chance. The only issue is that if he does Black Flash, he'll get his own status, and then he'll end up. So let me take a look. Yeah, he'll end up getting this crit rate, right? Which, I mean, it is good, but also he might just end up doing more Black Flashes over crits, and I need the crits for the ult gauge. Because we're getting the 200 ult gauge with stay behind, not stay behind group, the Cursed Spirit School team, that one. But if he does crit, actually I'll use skill 1 again. If he does crit, then we should be able to. Oh, he got Yeah, we'll get to ult on this turn. If he misses a crit on one of the turns, it might be okay. It's just a little extra RNG involved because, as you can see, Yaga's already down to 10k HP, which is pretty low. A bit scary, but yeah. At this point, I would say the fight is over. Because I mean, what is Jogo gonna do now? And the good thing about running CT as well is Megumi is actually throwing in some chip. Give us a little bit of that. Yeah, a little bit extra damage. We have to start using Dismantle so we can actually get access to his ult. Go ahead and use this just so Yaga can actually throw in a little bit of damage himself. I think this run is a lot easier than the physical technique. Again, just because Sukuna is outputting more damage than Yuji. And with one more Dismantle, and that should be that. Oh. Think you're taking no damage there, buddy? If he doesn't die here, he's just gonna die the next turn. But yeah, actually, pretty easy, I'd say. We'll go ahead and take a look at physical technique, probably in a separate video. Oh, I mean, no, I'll probably just make this a separate video because that one is that one's just a bit harder. But now we can just throw Cleave out and use the first one for you. Yep, 6.7. How much HP's he got? 5.9. Yeah, so just like 2 more and we should be good. Slowly chipping away at HP. But yeah, I mean, it's not that it's not possible with... Oh, he just died of laceration. It's not that it isn't possible without Domain Gojo. It just, Domain Gojo makes it a lot easier, right? Because he's, I mean, essentially for half the fight, Jogo's not doing anything. He's just kind of there as like a sponge absorbing all the damage. But yeah, I mean, I guess I could have gone over the memories too. I did forget to talk about that because there's one memory that might need to be explained, which should be this one, where it's giving the 10% increase curse technique stat, which does matter because right, okay, I had to think about it. It does matter because usually with buffs like that, they would get reduced. Although because it is not specified by a turn limit, it is not affected by the buff effect decrease. So it's like, I guess the only one that we need to be talked about. This one is just giving the extra damage on turn 4, as well as giving Megumi the ult gauge and a bit of a heal, which is important, especially if he's getting targeted a lot. Gojo. And of course, he's getting the ult gauge every time he lands a crit, which is why it's super important that he needs a crit. If he doesn't crit, I honestly would just reset. And then, yeah, as you guys saw, Kusakabe didn't even show up. If he did show up, then he would just be giving a bit more stats to Sukuna with his memory, as well as a little bit of ult gauge, which I don't think Sukuna would have been able to get a second ult, but I'm not even going to worry about that. But yeah, quick easy video. In the next one, we'll go ahead and look at the physical technique version, which is pretty much the same setup, except it has Yellow Yuji and Yaga has the physical technique version of this memory. But with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one.